During the season of Lent, we've been focusing on the three traditional Lenten disciplines of prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. This weekend, I'd like to just say a moment about the last one, almsgiving. Now, almsgiving is not a word we use a lot of, but maybe a better word would be generosity or charity. And as Americans, we have been blessed with so much. I know in the light of the recession, sometimes we lose sight of that, but compared to the poverty most of the people in our world live in, we have a lot to be thankful for. And the season of Lent calls us and challenges us to recognize that God calls us to give from our abundance to those who are in need. In St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians, St. Paul says, almsgiving covers a multitude of sins. During the season of Lent, as we look at our lives, I think all of us recognize our faults and failings. And those words from St. Paul are powerful because through our response to the needs of others, we can make up for our sinfulness. We can grow closer to Christ, and we can truly be Christ to one another. I think one of the most challenging scenes in the gospel is the Last Judgment, when Jesus turns to those on his left and says, each time you fail to do it for the least of my brothers and sisters, you fail to do it for me. The season of Lent calls us to remember that each time we reach out to the poor, each time we make a donation to a charity, each time we touch someone's life and make it better, we are giving and responding to Christ. Since the season of Lent calls us to grow closer to Christ, what better way to find him than in the poor and those who are in need? It's a great opportunity that's there day in and day out for all of us, and the season of Lent calls us to take more advantage of that opportunity in our lives. It's Father John at Ascension. Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you here in Ascension one weekend for church.